All right. So there I was, finally spotted one of these new and improved public bathrooms they've been yapping about. It was right there on the corner of a busy New York City sidewalk at the corner of a shortcut that I sometimes cut through, looked surprisingly clean from the outside. My first thought? Okay now, you've got my attention. My second thought? The one that usually wins out in this town? Ah, yeah, but this is too good to be true, right? I approached it slow, like it might suddenly sprout legs and run. First scan, the door. No obvious grime smeared all over it, which was a minor miracle. No out-of-order sign taped haphazardly across the handle, another small victory. But the real test was what lay beyond. Took a deep breath, pushed it open. My eyes did a quick sweep. Okay. The initial smell wasn't knock-you-over atrocious, which is already a higher bar than some of the subway station restrooms I've encountered. But then the details started to creep in. The floor had that slightly sticky sheen, the kind that makes you wonder what exactly caused it, and if your shoes are now permanently bonded to the linoleum. There was a faint lingering scent of something vaguely industrial mixed with something vaguely human. Not a winning combination. My gaze then drifted to the toilet itself. The seat. Ah, the eternal question of the public toilet seat. It wasn't visibly covered in anything alarming, but there were those telltale water droplet stains that make you play the mental, what could that be? Game. The hover technique immediately came to mind as the most viable option. Then, the paper situation. The dispenser looked like it had been wrestled with recently, a few sad, crumpled squares clinging precariously to the edge. Definitely didn't look stored in any kind of organized or hygienic way. More like it had been shoved in there with a vague hope it would stay put. And then, the doorway. My eyes instinctively checked the immediate vicinity outside. No one was blocking the entrance, no bags piled up suggesting a long-term resident. That was a relief, I'll give them that. The thought of having to politely navigate around someone's belongings just to answer nature's call is a classic New York dread. Look, I get the idea of these new bathrooms. When you gotta go, you gotta go. And sometimes holding it until you find a vaguely welcoming establishment feels like an Olympic sport. But the reality? It's still tinged with that classic New York skepticism. Is it safe in there? Will I emerge with some unseen grime clinging to me? Will I have to perform acrobatic maneuvers just to use the facilities? So yeah, while I appreciate the effort, the jury's still out. Show me a consistently clean, well-stocked bathroom that doesn't feel like a biohazard waiting to happen, and maybe I'll start to believe. Until then, I'll still be mentally mapping out the emergency-only coffee shops and hoping for the best. This city's taught me to keep my expectations tempered.